Hi, and welcome to the video lesson on the top 5 SEO tactics. In this video lesson, I will give you a brief introduction of the SEO tactics that we'll talk about. Then I'll talk about tactic number 1, which is picking the right keywords. Number 2 is getting targeted inbound links. And number 3 is linking internally. Number 4 is how to optimize your page titles. And number 5, don't use too many tricks. So the first tactic, number 1, is picking the right keywords. You see, when a searcher goes to Google, they are usually looking for something particular, such as lyrics for a song, latest standings for their favorite sports team, information on what car to buy, maybe car issues, car detailing, exercising, things like that. People go to Google for a certain reason, and they all have one thing in common though. They are all looking for something. So your goal is to figure out what keywords these people are using to find these specific products or services, and then target those keywords out of that group that will bring in enough conversions to justify the work required to getting ranking for them. Now, I'm going to use a simple 3-step process to accomplish this. The first step is to brainstorm all keywords related to your business. What you need to do is you need to sit down and record every keyword that you can think of that your potential customers may be using in Google. Now, here's a question. How do you get those keywords? Well, you can use keywords such as Word Tracker. And here's what Word Tracker looks like. Well, step 2 is all about determining the value and the competitiveness of your keywords, whether that keyword is valuable enough to rank on. Because remember, when you rank on things, you're going to have to take time to do it. So you want to make sure that keyword is worth ranking on, or if that keyword is going to bring you money in the long haul. Now, generally, you want keywords with high search conversion rates, high search volume, and relatively low competition. And that brings us to step 3, which is to group and prioritize your keywords. You see, once you have a general idea of the value of each of your keywords, you need to organize them into groups. And that brings us to tactic number 2. Tactic number 2 is about getting targeted inbound links. And the pages with the more links pointing to them will tend to get higher ranks. So as you can see here, I've created an image for you to understand. You've got pages, the more links that are pointing to that page or pages, then Google looks at that and says, okay, this web page must be relevant, and this web page must be important because of all these other little web pages that are pointing to it. Now let's talk about the third tactic. As I talked about, was linking internally. So not only can links from other websites help your rankings, links from pages within your own site can also help your page as well. So that brings us to the fourth tactic, which is to optimize your page titles. Now, optimizing page titles on your website, however, is something that can be done with ease because it's just a simple change to your title tag, and arguably can bring the highest return on time invested simply because it's relatively quick implementation. It's just a title tag, and especially if your site already has a high link authority. And that brings us to tactic number 5, which is don't use too many tricks. Now, we talked about the tips and tricks and tactics for SEO previously, but I also want you to leave you with a warning. While many SEO tactics used properly will help you rank in Google and in other search engines, some may actually hurt your rankings if you do it too much.